LeBatard Show on ESPN Radio.
They're 3-0, the Cavs are. When he performs, he stacks chairs atop each other, and he does things atop those chairs very high off the ground. Thank you for joining us. Amazing. How did you get good at this?
What's up, fellas? I was New York State champion in 1976, gymnastics, and went to college to be a gym teacher, got a summer job at a circus, and that was in 1978. 37 years later, here I am. I'm in my 57th year on this beautiful planet, and it's showtime.
Oh, yeah! You bring it amazing. That's right. It's showtime. What was the job that you got out of school? You got a job in the circus doing what?
So I'm going to be a gym teacher, and I get a summer job with the Royal Hannaford Circus in Middletown, Ohio, at an amusement park. And next thing you know, I'm standing up on horses, running around the ring, doing flips on horses. I was holding the 3 high in the trampoline act. And 2 years later, I started doing this chair act.
I probably am guilty of some stereotyping here because I thought for some reason that he was foreign.
I was going to say the same thing.
That
is not the accent I was expecting to hear from the amazing Sladek.
Well, let me tell you what he is, since I'm from the same place. There's no question. There's no doubt. You are from Long Island. That's a deep Long Island accent.
I feel like I'm from Stugattsville, man, Long Island.
Yeah. But I thought, for some reason, I had you being Romanian and learning these tricks, these crazy tricks in a foreign land and bringing them to America. And you're just a gym teacher from Long Island.
And some shows like to bill me as Sladek. They have to throw a little Russian twist in there. It's a Czech name, you know. It's my mother's maiden name, Sladek. My name is Borstelman. My dad wanted me to be the amazing Borstelman. I said, Dad, that doesn't work. Sladek.
Yeah, much more mysterious.
Sladek, what's the worst injury you sustained while perfecting this craft?
Well, I've never sustained an injury while perfecting this craft. I've had an injury from other daredevil acts. But this is 36 years I'm doing this act. And you have to be able to do a handstand 100 out of 100 times on the floor before you ever even attempt to do it 30 feet in the air on 6 chairs on top of a 4-foot table. Because there's no mistakes. Your first mistake might be your last mistake. So that doesn't happen. That's why we call it a daredevil act. That's it. That's my one little claim to fame.
Okay, but you've done more dangerous things then, because I'm reading Wheel of Death, Human Cannonball. I don't know what a breakaway sway pole is, but what's the most dangerous thing you've done, and what have you been injured, or what kind of injury have you sustained?
The breakaway sway pole. A few years ago on America's Got Talent, this guy did the breakaway sway pole. Only when he did the break, he was hanging in an ankle loop, so he was like, 12 feet down the pole, holding on the pole. I did the breakaway in a handstand, and I did this act for 12 years, 75 feet high, amazing, climbed to the top of a 75-foot steel pole with 3 inches in diameter at top with 2 little floor plates made like sandals, and you step into the sandal, nothing bracing you except the top of that piece of metal to push on against your foot, and it's all balance, and it's treacherous. The act that I had a spill on was the Wheel of Death in Canada, 1993 in Three Rivers, Quebec. I was doing the wheel, the race in space, man versus machine. I'm on the outside of the wheel, and I'm running for my life. The wheel goes faster and faster. You're running harder, and after like 5 times around, you leap, you catch air, and then you land back on top of the wheel. Well, I left a little bit too early, and the wheel went out from under me, so I'm falling 40 feet. But right before I hit the ground, my chest hit the wheel, and I landed standing up. I rolled. I got up, took a bow, and hobbled to my car, went to the hospital, and wheeled out in 2 casts. But I was back up on the wheel 10 weeks later.
Yeah, so false advertising. I mean, this Wheel of Death is clearly a lie. I mean, that's not how that works at all. There was it's not the Wheel of 2 casts. It's not the wheel of I drive myself to the hospital.
Wheel of injuries.
Like, what is that? What kind of Wheel of Death is that?
Well, if the wheel didn't break my fall, I don't think I would have got up. Yeah, so lucky me, I was actually broke the fall.
Is that the worst injury you've sustained doing daredevil-y things?
In 37 years, that's the worst. That's the worst. I actually I broke lumbar 3. We were doing the bareback riding act, the first act I was ever involved in, and it was probably 1981. And we were in New Orleans at the Municipal Auditorium, Shrine Circus, and just did a flip, hit the horse wrong, and landed like 16 hands, just from 16 hands on my back, but I landed 4 limbs up, and I snapped the transverse process off of lumbar 3, a very painful burning sensation. That went to the hospital, and I was like 6 weeks down from that. But I've been very lucky, knock on wood. Knock on wood, I've been very lucky.
What were you knocking on?
One of the chairs
One
right
of your
there?
chairs? What were you just knocking on?
I'm standing by my chairs right now, rubbing them.
Yes.
And if you could see them up close, you'd be amazed. There's absolutely no gimmicks, no safeties. And other people have done chair acts, but most everybody has notches that they notch together, so like there's no slippage.
Right.
That's why I love the NBA, the jumbotrons. They get up real close and personal, so all the fans that watching, they can see the chairs that they really don't stick together. And I'm very proud of it. It's very dangerous, and but that's why it's a Daredevil act.
How many chairs do you have to get up to before they start moving or shaking? Like, you have to get nervous up there, right?
When I put the fourth chair on, that's when because they're 18 inches square, and they're on a 4-foot table. And once I get up 4 chairs high, that stack, it's like, I tell you what, it's like the human Jenga. And that's when then they start to play in the chairs. And then when I get the 5th one on there, that's when everything focuses on. That's when they can see, the audience can see my face and my wrinkles, and the old man is scared to death up there. And I really am. But you know what? At the same time, the adrenaline is just crazy.
Have you ever tried 7 chairs?
I have 8 chairs, but 8 chairs is almost a death wish because, like I said, human Jenga. You can only stack that Jenga so high, and then you can't get that last one on top. And I don't want to be the guy to do the last one on top. I've been doing this act, again, knock on wood, for 36 years, and you know what? I want to retire when I'm 65. Well, growing up in New York, in the old days, retirement age was 65. Now people are retiring early and stuff. If I can do this act till I'm 65, I can say to everybody, I worked my entire career standing on my hands. And that's my goal.
Amazing. You are 3-0. Now that I think about it, I was there. Did you do the Cleveland Cavaliers Oklahoma City Thunder game this regular season?
I did in January.
Yes, I remember you practicing in the back hallway. But so you're 3-0 now with the Cleveland Cavaliers this year, twice in the playoffs. This is the biggest game in Cleveland Cavaliers history. How much pressure are you feeling?
You talk about pressure. First of all, I'm so humbly honored and blessed that they brought me back and to have that faith in me. You talk about pressure. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to bring them the charm tonight. 3 times this year, 3 times they won, and now it's all on me, and I love it. I love the pressure. You know what? All I can do is my best. I'm going to give them a great performance. I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to have more adrenaline. I mean, for an old man, I'm a little high-strung.
What outfit you going with? You have 98 different outfits. What's the outfit tonight?
I have 98 combinations, but they love best I have the navy blue and gold, but they want me to do the wine and gold like I had last time. And when you saw me, I might have had different. I had an outfit since that game, specially made for the Cavs. It's wine and gold, and the fans love it, and the Cavs love it, and that's really I did the opening game for their playoffs against Boston Celtics, and then I did the last game of their Eastern Conference Finals when they swept Atlanta, and both games with the wine and gold. And now, last game of the season. I hope it works.
7
chairs. I hope it works.
7 chairs. Let's do 7 chairs tonight. The stakes are really high.
Right.
You should be high as well. 7 chairs tonight. Amazing.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And you know what? I give them that little something extra because after I do my last handstand at the top and the act is over and they're just cheering, when I come down, instead of just hopping off my table, I look out into the audience and I'm just loving them for loving me, and I give them the 56 and 3/4-year-old flip right off the table, wood to wood, and that's where they're like, "Wow, this guy is really working for us."
I want to ask you
a little extra.
I want to ask you a favor because we're a big hit in Cleveland. Can you do a tribute to our show? If we figure something out here before 7:00, will you give our show a tribute? We had you on today. We're promoting you. Would you do a tribute for our show? We figure it out.
What are you doing?
Sure,
I'm negotiating.
All right. What do you want him to do?
I just got a tribute.
All right. Well, what do you want him to do?
Well, we're going to figure it out before 7:00, and then we're going to call his assistant. We're going to tell him what we want him to do. Is that fair?
That's fair.
There you go.
All right. At the top there, he's going to do something for us? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course.
All right. Amazing. What time is it?
And remember now, I get a lot of pressure on me. This is like the big, this is, and when I get, it's
Amazing.
When I'm at the top, when I do that handstand at the top, when you see me in the Jumbotron, you'll see my cheeks puffing, my face straining, and it's everything I have to do that last handstand. And I got to stay focused because those chairs are moving. As I'm pressing into the handstand, those chairs are moving.
Which cheeks? Amazing.
What's that?
Which cheeks?
Which cheeks are puffing?
Which cheeks are pulsating?
I've got cheeks that are puckering, and I've got cheeks that are puffing.
All right. Very good. What time is it, Sladek? What time is it?
Right now, I think it's about 5:15.
No, Sladek. What time is it?
What time
is it? What time
Hey,
is
I'm
it?
all in here.
Sladek, it's showtime.
I just said it's showtime, baby.
It's showtime. Thank you for being on with us. Amazing. That doesn't work. Sladek, it doesn't work. What time is it? It's 5:13. That doesn't work. Like, where's the enthusiasm? That doesn't make anyone's cheeks pulsate.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry I wasn't enthusiastic enough for you, I mean, this is my normal self here. I'm a little high-strung.
All right.
We got you.
All right. We look forward to watching you tonight. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks so much for having me on your show. Dan Stugatzman, you guys are great, man. I really appreciate it. And I listen to you guys while I'm driving down the highway with my satellite radio. I drive 50,000 miles a season, and I listen to you guys all the time.
Thank you, sir. That's very nice of you.
Thank you. It's at Amazing Sladek, by the way, if you want to follow him on Twitter.
At Amazing Sladek. He will be performing tonight at halftime of the finals game. He is amazing at everything but telling us what time it is.
The Dan LeBatard Show.